Hey guys, I have the WJX Hyperforce. Have you heard of it? It's a $579 machine. It's a 4.5 millimeter stroke direct drive. And it's 10% off if you use code FLOATY at checkout. Just use our link in the description below. All right, let's check out the Hyperforce. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, let's open up the WJX Hyperforce. Nice. WJX, new standard defined. Let's take a look at the machine. Again, this machine is 10% off if you use our link in the description. It comes with a 36.5 millimeter, a 38 millimeter, and a 44 millimeter grip. Let's take a look at the grips. This must be the 44 millimeter grip. That is pretty huge. And then between these two, we can see, let me take it off. All right, so they're only 1.5 millimeter different, but it looks like this is the smaller of the two. This will be our medium, and then we jump to this 44 millimeter, much bigger. I know you guys just want to see that 44 millimeter on there. It's kind of a cool shape to it. Wow, so yeah, it's like essentially a ball at the bottom of the machine there. Put my hands around it, and the fingers kind of go in the middle. There's sort of a groove here and then a depression for your finger right there. So when you hold it like this, it's actually pretty comfortable. You're not exactly having your thumb at the widest part, which is good. It's more at this narrow part. So this bottom kind of ball here adds like a little bit of weight to the tip. You can see it's very weighted at the tip when I try to balance it in the middle. This other grip back on. And that one is a little more standard. You can see it fits really comfortably in my hand. Most likely I should get a floaty grip comfortably around that as well. I believe my smaller medium should do just fine. All right, so that's the grip system. It's really cool they give you 3. I've never had anybody send me a kit with 3 different grips. So awesome, thank you. Back to the box. And we have our accessories and the cord they give you here. USB-C to USB-C, pretty long cord. Looks like a bunch of different O-rings. Okay, let's look at this machine again here. Wow. So it just looks so professional just looking at it right away. I love how the finish of it looks. I think that is what's catching my eye the most. It's got this nice soft finish to it. It's just very stealthy looking. Let's take a look at this battery. It comes with 1 battery and we're going to turn it on. Power button. Oh, there it is, right at the top. That's actually a great place for the power button. So you can see that going on, a little bit of light coming out of that power button. And look at that screen. That is a beautiful screen. We have 0.1 increments going up and down. Love that. So I've actually been wondering why nobody's done this earlier. I'm sure other machines have this. Maybe I just don't get a lot of them here, but this power button on the top makes so much sense. It's out of the way. My finger's not going to hit it. Also, when I'm changing my needle or something, I won't accidentally click it on from the side, which I think is somewhat of a hazard with some of the machines I've been using. I love all my machines, but I have to be careful, really careful when I'm taking the needle on and off not to touch the power button. This does not have an adjustable stroke, so the center ring does not move, although it looks very cool. I think it would help the machine from tilting and falling over. Do it on the harder surface. But yeah, it's helping the machine stay stable when you put it down. I love that too. Right now I am double clicking to cycle through these modes that you see. These are presets. So there's 5 presets. That's quite a bit of presets. Once you get what you want on the preset, it'll just set itself. Yep, there it is. We're going to hold down the mode button for that other setting. Let's try that. Oh, cool. So you can see the whole screen change color and it went to hertz. So you just hold it down to go back to volts. I'm a little more familiar with voltage, so I'll keep it at volts. And I might want to make my presets now if I want. Okay, so now 5, 6.5, 7, 8, and 9. Perfect. There's all my presets and I'm ready to go. Let's try it on silicone. All right, here we are with the silicone. You guys can see my floaty grip is on the machine. If you want a floaty grip, go to floaty.art. All right, today we're going to be using some WJX needles. These are the WJX Ultimates. You can see they come in pretty cool color. Motor sounds really good. Again, this is the Faulhaber motor. I have a 3-round liner on here. Just one click for the pause and play, which I like. So that was 7.3 volts, and as you can see, it's getting in really nice and dark. I can probably come down a little bit. So this is a 4.5 millimeter stroke machine. Let's see if we can line the 3-round liner closer to a 6 volt. All right, I'm gonna bring the voltage down. I wanna see how low it'll go. It's 4 volts. All right, so a little bit of stipple shading there, some dot shading. It should be good for that. It's a 4.5 and it goes all the way down to 4, so that's awesome. All right, check out that dot work. Looking a little better there. Was able to move a little bigger. You can see a little better spaced out. Not too shabby for 4.5. So I think this machine would be pretty great for dot work as well. I do want to try a little more lining with it at a lower voltage. I'm going to try 6.7 volts. So that is a lower voltage, and it seems like it's getting in there pretty well. So all in all, for fine line, it is nice to have a lower stroke length to get in some really nice smooth curves. This machine, you'll probably just have to slow down a little bit to get good curves like I just did there. All right, I guess I'm done with the 3-round liner. Next up, I have a 9-round liner from Mass Pro 2. It is a great little needle. You can get them also on the Dragonhawk website. Beautiful. So I definitely think the tip of that flower went much better than the stem. Now I'll try pulling some lines out of 7. Oh wow, this is really just cutting through the silicone. That's what I was thinking. The performance with the 9-round liner would be extra good. And there it is, really nice saturated dark 9-round liner lines. I can play around some more. Okay, we're going to put on the 14 round liner next. So we can start at the same voltage, which is, I believe, 7. Thinking we'll probably have to go up from there. Oh, actually feels really good. Wow. Beautiful. Really nice, thick and crisp, especially for 7 volts, getting in that 14 round liner. Let's go up to 8 and see what that can do. Felt like it was really getting in there. Should have no problems pulling 14 round liners. Yay. All right, we have an 18 round shader. It is even bigger than the 14 round liner. So let's see how she does with that. Currently at 8 volts. Whoa. Feels really good as it's going through the silicone. It feels like it's hitting really well and getting in really saturated. There we go. That's a nice view for you guys. Okay, we're gonna move on now. We have an 11 curved mag. All right, these are the WJX Ultimates. Take a look at that thing. Whoa. They're really cool. They've got like a rainbow finish to it from pink to blue. That's neat. Never seen that before. Okay, let's try out the 11 curved mag. I'm at 5 volts. Okay, nice, pretty smooth shade at 5 volts. Definitely want to keep it lower since it is a higher stroke machine. Probably have to slow your hand speed down just a bit as well. I'm going to turn it up now. Here's 6.5. Doing a little packing over here. All right, there is some whip shade with some packing. Obviously, the packing is quite notable. It's super dark and it went in very fast, as you could see just a moment ago. I also think the smooth shade is not bad. It can get a nice smooth shade in there if you drop it down. So kind of the 2 different voltage ranges there that you're seeing. We can try some edging as well. At 6.9 volts right now. Yeah, with that 4.5 stroke, you can really go lightly and just barely get the tip of the mag in for edging. It's super ideal, actually. So ideal for edging for sure. There it is, beautiful, really nice, very controlled thin lines. So quite notable for that. That was at 6.9 volts. I'm probably just going to stay there, try the calligraphy. Cool little calligraphy there. You can see the needle control in that mag as I turned on its side. I'm seeing very little wobble or vibration, so both the needles and the machine are helping with that. I think it's a great combination. So 14 round liner in here, 8.5 volts. Yeah, it's amazing how well it's getting in with that 14 round liner. It's impressive. It's like really, really dark. I feel like I would match, like go toe to toe with the bishop with this one. It's that strong. Great. So I was able to move really fast, doodle around with the 14 round liner. I like to challenge it and move at a more rapid pace at a higher voltage to see if it'll get in. It had no problem whatsoever. This is a really great review. The WJX, I think, could be a wonderful machine for you guys, especially if you're trying to get rid of that old machine, those brands that we just don't trust anymore. WJX is one of these great brands that you can trust. You can also get 10% off if you use code FLOATY at checkout. So don't forget to use that link in the description if you want to buy this machine. It's an awesome machine. I think it will be ideal for those larger needle groupings, but it seems like you can play with the settings and get it low enough to do these other things like fine line. I would go so far as to say this is also a safer machine because it has a power button on the top, which I really like. What a beautiful job. Thank you, WJX, for sending this to me. This is the Hyperforce, and it's $579. You can get 10% off. Use code FLOATY. Use our link in the description. And please like and subscribe. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.